Hi everyone, uh, this is Smruti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today I'm going to start on the Docker session. So in this Docker session, I'm not going to give the introduction and all those things you guys can easily find. So today what I'm trying to do, so I'm trying to cover this on how to run the Selenium script in Docker container. So what we are going to do, we are going to design our automation scripts in Selenium, and we are going to run them on the different standalone containers, right? So the standalone container is like the container which will have the different browser configuration. So I'm planning to do that on three different browsers. So one is the Selenium slash you can say the standalone Chrome, and then Selenium slash standalone Firefox, and Selenium slash standalone Edge. So this is more of about like the configuration what you need to do, okay, in order to run your script in the Docker. So the like framework and all, I'm not using all those things. I'm just writing the simple main method in a plain uh, class, and just writing the simple main method, and in that I'm going to write the few lines of the Selenium codes, okay. So and then the main thing is how we're going to run the Selenium code on this different standalone containers, right? So that is the agenda for this one. And the main intention of creating this video is like since there is Selenium 4.x is out in the market, and most of the websites and the video tutorials, they are still talking about how to do it in 3.x, right? So the thing is that if you try out the same code in the 4.x, Selenium 4.x, it is not going to work. So in order to uh, make your automation script work with the Selenium grid version 4.x, you need to do some settings, or the way you need to configure your Docker will be bit different, and the way you are going to code your automation script, it is going to be bit different. So because of that, most of the people are facing that challenges. Because of that, I came up with this tutorial where we are going to cover the Selenium 4.x related, how to do or how to run the Selenium script in the Docker container using Selenium 4.x. Okay, so okay, let's start, guys. So you guys must be knowing like what is a Docker. So what is a Docker hub? What is the, what you can say, Docker? What is containerization, and what is the, so these things, guys, like you guys can go through the different tutorials. There are plenty of the tutorials available on the internet. You can get all those details, so I'll give only the basic details, okay. So one is the Docker hub, right? So what is a Docker hub? The Docker hub is nothing but a repository, okay. So like we have the GitHub, right? So where we can push our projects, right? Similarly, we have a Docker hub. In Docker hub, what happens, there will be different images will be there, okay. So the images are nothing but, you can say, the list of the softwares, and then the, or the application, you can say software or application, and the list of binary files and the libraries, or the whatever dependencies are required to run that particular application, right? So that is called as an image. So these images have been developed by the different organization or the persons, and they upload those images to the Docker hub, okay. So if you need to use any of the images, directly go and download it from the Docker hub. So for that, you need to sign up and create an account here. After creating the account, you can sign in. After signing in, you can see the you can search for the images here, and you can download them, okay. So that is the job of the image, okay. So what is a container? So when you run the images, it creates the container, right? So container is nothing but like you can say it as, it is like as of a VM, okay. So how we have the virtual machines, right? The container is somewhat equivalent to VMs, but they are not actual VMs, okay. So all the resources and all everything, is getting shared from your physical machine, right? So this is my laptop, this is my physical machine. So whatever RAM I have, whatever the memory structure I have, so those those not VMs, those you can say the containers will access to the shared resources from my physical machine. Okay, so the containers are comparatively cheap, okay, because we don't have to install the separate ways, we don't have to have the different hardware configuration, right? The VMs are the actual physical computers or machines, right? So they will have the memory, RAM should be there, they will have the operating system to be installed, right? So if you want to run Java, the Java has to be installed, so many other configurations are there, right? So and it becomes little like challenging to maintain those kind of VMs in terms of the cost, okay, and in terms of the scalability. But with the containers, that is not the case. This container is like, you want some container, you just pull it from the Docker Hub, use it. If you don't want to use it, just discard it, right? It's very easy. So that is the concept of the container, okay. So so we knew, right, what is a Docker image, what's a Docker container, and what's the Docker Hub. These three things are sufficient for us to run our test cases or the Selenium test cases in the different standalone Chrome or the Firefox or the Edge, right, Edge browser. So for that, what I need to do, first we need to install the Docker in our system, okay. So I have already installed the Docker in my system. So if you see, so this is the Docker UI, okay. So these are the Docker UI, okay. I think, okay, fine. Let me clean up everything. I have downloaded a few of them earlier, so let me remove all of them, okay. So I'm just cleaning up, I'm just removing everything, okay. So it's going to delete everything, Ubuntu also, okay, cool, done, okay. So now let me start from the scratch, okay. So now what I'm going to do, my first intention is to I'm going to use the Selenium standalone Chrome. So for that, what I need to do, I need to download this image from the Docker Hub. I already told you, right? So there is a Docker Hub. So you go and you search for the Selenium slash standalone Chrome. So if you go and search for the Selenium slash standalone Chrome, you will see this page, right? Selenium standalone Chrome by Selenium. So this is what we need, right? So the Selenium Chrome standalone Chrome by Selenium, okay. So click on this one. So now you will see the command, what is the command to download this image file to your local. So for that one, what we are going to do, so let me copy this command and put it here. So I already have it here. It's the same command, right? This is the same command I copied, right? So let me go to the command prompt, okay. So let me go to the command prompt, and here I can paste that command and I can hit enter, okay. So here one thing you guys need to keep in mind, like here we can specify like colon, and we can say latest, or we can specify any versions, right? So this is nothing but the tag, the version is nothing but the tag. Since here I'm not using anything, so it is telling, so what it is telling, using the default tag latest, okay. So if you want to specify a particular version, you can say docker pull selenium slash standalone colon the version of that particular uh, standalone Chrome, right? So but we are always going to pull the latest. So because of that, I can either give colon latest or I can leave it. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So colon, so you can say this one latest. So either two ways you can go, you can give this command, otherwise you can give this command, okay. Both are going to work. So when you don't give any tag information, so by default it is going to assume I have to download the latest one, so it is going to download the latest. So here if you see, it's going to take some time, okay. So when you download a particular image from the Docker Hub, it's going to take some time. Since this is the first time I'm downloading, it's going to download everything. Okay, so you can see here, right? So there are pull complete. Now it is extracting. After extracting, it will say pull complete. Now this here the parallel download is going on, and there extraction is happening, and then it is saying the pull complete, right? So this is how it's going to work. Okay, so first thing is we are going to download the container. Okay, after downloading the container, we are going to download the image. I'm sorry, we are going to download the image. So after downloading the image, our job is to run the image, right? So when you run the image, only that time only we can create a container out of it, right? So the first step would be for downloading the image by the pull command, docker pull, then give the name of the image whatever you want to download. So now you can see it is still downloading. So now the second step would be to run this container, run this image, so that a container will get created out of it. Okay, so let's see that one. Let it download in the background. I'll move to the next step and we'll come back when it is done. So I have already taken the screenshot when the last time I was downloading it was like this. So pull complete, pull complete, pull complete. Okay, so then it will say status downloaded your image for Selenium slash standalone Chrome latest. Okay, so this is how it is going to show when it has done the downloading. Let's see, is it done? See, it is done now. So now if you see, this image is available in my Docker, in my local. So how to see whether this image is available? There is a command called docker images, right? So when you type docker images, it's gonna tell you like what are the different images are available. So here if you see a repository Selenium slash standalone Chrome tag is the latest image ID. This is the image ID and this is created 23 hours ago and size is 1.19 GB. Okay, so now I downloaded the Docker image, which is nothing but the Selenium slash standalone Chrome. Okay, this image is available. Now my job is to create a container out of it, right? That is going to be my second step. So in the Selenium grid 4, okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to do it little bit differently. Okay, so I'll tell you how to do that. So for that we have to run this command. Okay, I'll explain what is this command. Each and every parameter whatever we are passing, I'll going to explain them, so don't worry. So now let me put this one. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to run it. So I'm going to say docker run -d. So -d means it is going to run in the background. So when you know, right, when you run the server, so it won't allow you to do anything here. It will start listening, right? So you need to instantiate one more command prompt to type the commands. So here what I'm telling to the docker, so you run it, but you run it in the background. I want this prompt to be free for me to interact with the docker, right? So I'll say run -d. So -p is nothing but the port. Okay, so I'm going to specify the port. Okay, so here I have explained everything here. So -d is to run the Selenium standalone in the background. Okay, -p is the port. So the first 4444 here, if you see, let me expand this one. Okay, so now this P is to specify the port. This 4444 is our local host port. It's like in my machine, right? So what is the port number? So now I'm specifying it is going to be 4444, and this second set of 4444 is nothing but the Selenium standalone Chrome image port number, whatever image we have downloaded just now, right? So it is that image port number. Okay, and then comes the shm-size equals to 2G. So this, what is this actually? So shm stand for the shared memory. Okay, shared host memory or shared memory of the host. Okay, so we are going to use the memory whatever the host machine has. Host machine is nothing but the my machine on which I'm running the docker, right? So and this is how I'm going to specify, okay, you share the same resources as of my host machine. Okay, and then I'm saying then selenium slash standalone chrome. So what I'm telling Docker to run the selenium slash standalone chrome image in the background with the localhost 4444 connecting to the 4444 port of the selenium standalone chrome. Okay, so this is how we made a linkage between these two, in between my local host and in between the container, right? So whatever the container is getting created, that container's local host, that container's port and my local host port. Okay, so these two are linked now. So whenever I go and open this localhost 4444 in my machine, I will be able to see the whatever the container is getting created. Okay, so let's see that one. Okay, so now see, I have not executed the command, right? So I'm still here. So let me go to the browser and say localhost colon 4444. Let me see if I'm getting anything. Localhost colon 4444, right? Not 4446, 4444. So if you see, it will say the site can't be reached because the hub is not yet up, right? It is not yet up. We have not yet started the container, right? So now let's go and start the container. So just go and simply hit enter. So now hmm, so I have hit the enter. So give it some time. So you can see the something came here, right? So this is nothing but the container id. The container id is getting created. Now it is registering this container to that 4444 port, whatever we have mentioned here, right? We have mentioned for the container 4444, it is going to register that to the port 4444. So let's wait for some time and see what it is going to give. Let me see. Yes, already instantiated. You guys can see here, right? 4444 localhost 4444 UI. Okay, so now if you see here, this is the grid, right? 4.1.0. Okay, so this is selenium grid version 4. So here what we did, with the use of the docker, we created a container. Okay, that container having the chrome standalone and its chrome version is version 95.0. Okay, and here you can see this is nothing but a Linux operating system here we have, right? So the operating system is Linux, and on that operating system we have the Chrome version 95.0, and it will have all the like dependencies and everything what is required to execute a particular Selenium script. It will have Java, it will have all the dependencies whatever is required, right? So we don't have to bother about those configuration related stuff. That is the beauty of using the Docker, right? Everything will be there. You don't need to spend a lot of time in doing the configuration. You just concentrate on the developing your script and running them. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, still running. Okay, so now so after this what I'm going to do, let me go here. Okay, so let me explain a little bit more here. So so docker, there is one more command. If you go to the docker hub here, I will show you. Yes, this is the one, right? So yes, so here it says use the shm-size 2G. Okay, so earlier in 3.x what we are going to do, what we were doing, we are going to use um, they have given a command like this: docker run hyphen d hyphen p 4444 colon 4444 hyphen v dev slash shm colon dev slash shm. So these things are not going to work with the Selenium grid 4.0 4.1.0. So better don't use this one. It will used to work with the 3.x of the grid version, right? Selenium grid version. So now instead of that you use the shm size equals to 2z. So now we went to the browser localhost 4444 and we could see the node is getting created, right? Here we saw, right, it is getting created. Now what we are going to do, design the Selenium script which will run on this standalone container. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to design my script, automation script. Okay, so I have my Eclipse here. I have already designed the scripts. I will just show you. Okay, Docker with Chrome. Okay, so this is the one, Docker with the Chrome. So here you guys can see, right? So I'm just using public static void main string arguments. Okay, it's just a main method. Okay, in the main method, what I'm going to do, so I told you, right, in Selenium 4.1.0, that is the current version of the grid. In the 4.4 version, like Selenium 4.xxx version, so what happened, they have deprecated the desired capabilities, right? So this desired capabilities, if you are going to use, which is not going to work with the Selenium 4.x. Okay, so for that one, the desired capabilities have been replaced with the options actually. Okay, so since I'm interested in working with the Chrome, I'll use the Chrome options. Similarly, I have Firefox options, I have the Edge options, right? So earlier I go in the Selenium 3.x grid, I could have designed like desired capabilities DC equals to desired capability dot Chrome, but this has been deprecated. You cannot find this Chrome here. If you want to write, it will not give you the suggestion because it's not available. It is deprecated. Okay, and so I'm not going to explain about this one because that is the one of the thing like what is got deprecated in the 4.x. So you need to fine tune your script. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on this code. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create the Chrome options. Okay, so Chrome options equals to new Chrome options, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the capability. Okay, Chrome options dot set capability. I'm saying platform dot any, so it doesn't matter any platform it should run. So my system is Windows, right? But if you see here, these are all Linux machines, right? So and the browser and all everything, right? So it is there in the Linux machine. So what I'm trying to say, don't worry about the platform. So platform could be any platform. Then web driver equals to new remote web driver. Okay, so I'm going to create the remote web driver object here and going to assign to the web driver here. Okay, and there what I'm going to do, it will take the two parameters. Okay, so first parameter is the your URL. Okay, so where your grid is running. Okay, so my grid is running on the localhost colon 4444. Okay, this is where my grid is running, right? So earlier in Selenium 3.x, we are used to write localhost colon 4444 slash wd slash hub or something like that. We are writing, right? So I have that on here somewhere, slash wd slash hub, right? So no need to use this slash wd slash hub. In Selenium 4.x, we can just mention the localhost and the port number, a local things, right? So this is the localhost and this is the port number. So after, let's specify that in the URL. So that is the first parameter it takes, which where the grid is running, where it should point. So you should refer to this address, and what you should take, you should take the Chrome options, like whatever the Chrome options we have set here, it will take that Chrome options. And then we'll go and say driver.get. So I'm navigating to the Google, and I'm just going to print the title of the Google, and I'm just going to quit it. Okay, so let me run it. Let's see what is happening. Something is running. No, it has been stopped, right? Okay, so Docker with Chrome, right? So let me run it. Now it's going to start. So let's see here. Go to sessions. You can see, right? 0 by 1. So one session. What happened? Did it execute? It's still executing maybe. Yes. Let's wait for some time and see. See, you guys can see, right? Sessions. One session has been got created and duration is 6.1 second. It's gone. Browser.quit, right? I have put. So title is Google. So when you go to the Google page, so what it has done, it went to that container, right? So the container which is available here, okay, which is available in the localhost 4444, it went to that container. In that container, what it did, it opened the browser, Chrome browser, and it navigated to the google.com and it printed the title of the google.com. You can see whatever console we are putting, right? The system.out.println title is driver.getTitle. So it is telling title is Google, right? So this is what how we did in the Chrome. You should be having the entire framework setup and everything else, and this is how you can run them actually. Okay, so this is just a basic how to run it, right? And this framework and all you can obviously explore and you can do those things, right? So next thing is what I'm trying to tell you is let's do it with the Firefox and then let's do it with the Edge. I have already done for them actually. So the process is more or less it is same. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to first let's do with the Firefox. Okay, so here Docker images, Docker pool, Selenium standalone. I will say Firefox colon. Let me say this time latest. Okay, it's optional. If you want to give. Otherwise, leave it. If you want to see, I'll say standalone Firefox. Okay, Firefox. So you can see here, right? Standalone Firefox. So let's go and download it. So this also will take some time. You can see the size, right, of the each image 1.19 GB. It obviously takes some time to download all those things. So let us start on its own, and we have to again follow the same thing, right? What we need to do, we have to download the container image and create a container out of it. Okay, after creating the container we need to run it. Actually we need to design our Selenium script and then we need to run it, right? So that is how everything we need to do. Okay, let's see, it became really slow, so give it some time. Okay, so now if you see it has been downloaded. Okay, so here if you see standalone Firefox, it has been downloaded. So now let's start the uh, container for this one. So for that one we have the command, right? Docker run -d -p 4444 colon 4444 then shm-size equals to 2g Selenium standalone. Instead of Chrome we'll write Firefox. But if I hit enter I'll get error. The container will get created but it cannot register. Actually I'll show you and I'll explain also why it is happening like that. So if you see the container id is created but it is not able to bind it. Okay, why? Because the port 4444 is already been used from our localhost. Our localhost port 4444 is already a grid is present and that is pointing to our, if you see here, that is pointing to our this Selenium standalone Chrome. So now on the same, if I want to do, it is telling the port is occupied, port is not available. So for that what I can do, either I can stop the earlier container, like whatever the standalone Chrome I have created, I can kill it. Otherwise what I can do, or I can specify a different port number. So here what I'm going to do, for the Firefox, let me say 4444 instead of 4444 I'm going to do 4445. Don't say the second parameter as the 4445. So it cannot happen, right? So this is from the Selenium, right? Selenium guys have configured, right? So this is the containers 4444 port. This is your local host port. The first part is your local host port. So you can always change this one, but don't change this one. Okay. So now let me hit enter. So it should create a container out of the image. So yes, we didn't get any error, guys, right? So now let's go, and instead of 4444, let's see 4445. Okay, if you go to the 4444, we didn't kill it, right? So it will be running. So now I'm going to say 4445. Now see, here you can see, right, the Firefox is there, version 94.0. So obviously Linux. Okay, and now go to my Selenium script. So Docker with the Firefox. So here what I'm doing, I'm exactly doing the similar thing. I'm just navigating the Flipkart. So Firefox options, FF options equals to new Firefox options, Firefox options dot set capability. So here also I'm saying platform could be any type. Then WebDriver driver equals to new remote WebDriver, new URL. I'm giving 4445, right? So here I have changed to 4445, right? This is the one we need to take care, right, guys? So whatever port number we are giving here, the same port number should go here whenever you are like giving the URL, right? So, and we are passing the URL and the Firefox options, right? And then driver.get, I'm going to the flipkart.com, then driver.get title, driver.quit. So I'm using throws exception, but just use try catch here. Okay, that is the good way to do. So let me run this one. Okay, so here let me go here. You can see max concurrency 1, sessions 0. See, sessions 1 session got created, right? Let's see when it is going to get executed. We can see the details here. Still executing. Let's wait for some more time. See, one session got created here, 100% got executed or something. Still executing. That's why it is available here, otherwise it will also go. Let's wait for some more time. Duration 18 seconds. 22.9. See, title is online shopping site for mobiles, electronics, furniture, grocery, lifestyle, books and more best offers. That is the title of the Flipkart. Okay, so similarly what I'm going to do, I'm going to do similarly for the age. Okay, so once you know one, right, everything else is same. Actually it doesn't take much time. So I'm going to, no, I'm not going to run, I'm going to pull the image, right? First let me pull the image. Okay, so standalone age I'm saying, or I can specify the tag is nothing but the version number with the separated by colon latest, or any specific version number I can say. So using default tag latest, so it will take some time to execute. And then it will start downloading the things here. I can do one thing, guys. I can already exist these things already downloaded, right? So when you downloaded the Chrome and the Firefox, few of the common things already got downloaded. Okay, whatever the component specific to age, now it is going to download. So the speed will be little good, right? Because already most of the things have been downloaded. So whatever the required components is going to download. Okay. Yes. And here is the Docker UI, guys. When you install the Docker, you can see the Docker UI here, and you can see that the Chrome is there, Firefox is there, already there, both are there. Okay, and now I'm downloading the Edge. So after it is downloaded, here you can see the Edge also. You can see here the list of the images. Okay, so there are two ways we can see actually, right? Excuse me. So if you see, there are two active instances of the container. So here I'm seeing the container. So this is port 4444. On the port 4444 we ran the what, the Chrome, right? and on the port 4445 we ran the Firefox, right? So this is all earlier I have created and it is no longer in use, right? If you see this bluish green something, right? So it says, right, it is actively running. Okay, and this is already stopped. Okay. So there are the commands available through which you can see that also. So let me show you those commands here till it downloads. I can show you. Let me type cmd, one more command prompt. See, download got completed. Okay, so you can say docker ps. So ps nothing but it will show you the list of the containers available in the docker. Okay, I don't know, it's a bit slow today. Okay, so okay, it's still downloading. What happened here? Docker ps is still executing. Okay, see here you can see, right? So there are two containers, one is standalone firefox, one is standalone chrome. The firefox we have given localhost colon 4445 to 4444, and for the chrome we have given localhost 4444 to the containers 4444, right? So now one more will come here actually. So this is the docker ps will give the list of the containers. So now similarly we have the docker images, right? Docker images. So what it is going to give you, it is going to give you the number of the images we have. I think the edge got downloaded. So now it is giving Selenium standalone Firefox, Selenium standalone edge, Selenium standalone Chrome. So these three got downloaded. Yes, it got downloaded. So now let's create a container out of it. Okay. So here what I'm going to do. So now I cannot give 4444 or 4445 from the localhost. Let me bump up it by one. 4446 localhost port number I'm going to give, and here instead of the Firefox I'll say edge. Hit enter. Okay, so let it create the container out of it. Okay, the container is created. Now it is going to register to that port 4446. Since there is no error, so we successfully registered. So let me go there 4446 and see. We should be actually seeing edge. Okay, edge configuration here. So same Linux, edge version 5. Okay, so now let me go to my Selenium script and try to run it. So docker with edge. Okay, so here the same exact code what I'm going to do, I'm going to run for the amazon.com. so here if you see localhost 44446, and here I'm creating the edge options. Edge options equals to new edge options, then edge options dot set capability. So we're going to set some capability, platform any, because those are in the Linux. I don't want to be specific to any platform, so I'm saying any platform is fine. So driver equals to new remote WebDriver, new URL. Okay, so this is the localhost colon 4446. So this is where we have instantiated, right? 4446, right? And now and edge options, and then what I'm trying to say, driver.get www.amazon.com system.out.println and title is driver.get title, then driver.queue. Okay, so now run it. Let me go here and see. No sessions as of now. Okay, so it's connecting there. Okay, let's see. 0 by 1. Yes, it's going to start. Go to sessions. Session got created, executed. 5.1 second. Okay, maybe still executing. 10.1 amazon.com. It's loading. 15.1 second. So here we cannot actually see the what is happening in that particular VM, right? So for that we need to have some VNC server and all where we can go and see. But yeah, this is just to show like if it is running or not, right? So those things we can obviously do. But here if you see, title is amazon.com spend list and more. So yeah, so that's all for today. So thanks for watching the video. Okay, so please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. This is Smruti signing off. See you soon. Bye bye. Thank you.